So I'm short JD guys at 29.91, and I think we're going to crack this 28.97. So I'm actually pretty much done with my day. I had two trades on JD and Dropbox. So I just want to see if I can show you any signal. So as you see, people are bidding lower on. Let me actually bring the Epic Pen. So as you see, people are actually bidding a little bit lower on that. Not a lot of clear signal yet at this stage, but so when people are bidding lower, that's usually a bearish sign. When people are buyers, so now there is a big ask here, so it might actually struggle down here. But generally, when you see a huge bid, it's usually a very bearish sign. It means that the stock is willing to drop even more and more. So as you see, we are right now here waiting for a drop on JD. So we already cracked the opening range, and so right now it's sitting there. It might bounce back, but especially that I don't see a lot of huge asks here, bids here. So usually big bids are bearish sign. So we have a 2001, but still we have some of the asks here. But if you have a 50,000 or 100,000 bid down here, oh, there you go. So there's 130,000, that's 310. That's a very bearish sign, and it's significantly bigger than this side. So there's no big ask, but there's a huge bid here. So there's a good chance that we crack 29.18. Why? Because people are bidding lower. So there you go. So now 29.15. So it's just a perfect example. I wanted to crack that. I just wanted to crack that. When people are bidding lower, that's actually a very, very bearish sign. So so from 29.15 we dropped to 29.10 or something like that. That's 10 cents is really something that you can easily capitalize on that. So now as you see, there was a 30,000 person. So as you see the big bids here we go. So we're just getting bigger in here. So I'm just getting out more at 29.08. Let's see if we can crack this. So there's another one, 40,000. So these numbers are actually times 100. So there's one at 29. So they don't hold their bids here. So if the stock is moving 10-15 cents, they remove it. But if they come, they actually put it back, and that's usually a very bearish sign. Why? These big buyers are not really willing to buy more, so they're actually bidding lower and lower. So let's see if we can actually crack this. Not sure about that. At 29. PBYI. So Roku turned out to be really strong. PBYI. Oh, there you go. So now, as you see, there's another 44,000 shares at 29, and I think this guy is probably going to going to get filled. So let's see if we can make one more. So 28.99, we might actually crack to that. So that's, see, there's a huge beat here. And again, this is a huge buyer, but that's a very bearish sign. It means that price is going to drop below 29. Why? People are always confused and asking me why. If there is a big buyer with 50,000 share, and again, remember, these are lots, so these are numbers times 100. Why the price is going down? Because this buyer is not going to pay more. He's going to bid lower and lower because he's not confident that the price is probably going to drop. So I think we're going to crack 29. Dropbox also dropped really well, so I don't want to change the screen, but we also I also had a really nice trade on Dropbox. I'm just going and getting into that recap as well. Roku, yeah, Roku turned out to be very, very strong. Z turned out to be a little bit choppy. Yeah, Z is interesting. If you can get a good entry on Z, it's possible that you can actually go short on Z. Yeah, Z is very interesting. Thinking of possible short on Z. So JD is still struggling, but I want to see if we can. I can just want to show you that how we're going to crack 29. Momo popped up. Yeah. Now there are a little bit bigger asks are coming, so that means that, yeah, oh no, this guy still is there at 29. So my hand is on a trigger to cover. I just wanted to show you. Now these big asks when they're coming, so it's a sign that, okay, they might reverse very soon because people are not really bidding lower. And now because of this big one, we might actually get a reversal. But still it's still is bearish. Momo dropped long. Roku is doing some stuff. AMD PBYI, that one was on our watch list, but PBYI, I think yeah, Brian got stopped out on PBYI for some reason. SQ is still strong. I'm still waiting to see if JD cracks 29 or not. I'm actually thinking of possibly putting my orders there at maybe 28.88. Let's see if I want to see if we can. You know, I actually might put my orders down there at 28.88. Oh yeah, there you go. So now here we go. That's exactly what I was going to show you. So I'm actually covering my position at 28.73, at 28.66. So that's exactly what I was going to show you guys, that you know, possibly a crack. That's exactly what I was hoping to show you, and I'm actually glad to cut that. So 28, I'm out more at JD, 28 at 28.55. So that's exactly what I was really planning to show you. I mean, I didn't have a lot of shares so the, you know, the dollar wise wasn't really that important for me, but I was really just wanted to show you that how to you know, read the level 2 based on that. So now we have the 755 at 28.99, but this is something that I called no intention to fill. So this is something that I really don't pay any attention to that at 29. You know, we have 80,000 shares. There's another one at 28.06 at 50,000 shares. These are what we call a no intention to fill. So it means that these are way too out of the price range. Usually these big signals, they're usually in the 5 to 10 cents range. So these two from CHX, what we call them, these are usually no intention to fill. It means they're just putting in there, but they know they're not going to get filled 50 cents away. So that's very, very important for you to remember, that don't get fooled by these numbers at the bottom of your level 2. So they're usually what we call them no intention to fill. And here's the key point. And you know, people are really getting confused when I'm saying the big bid is a bearish sign and big ask is a bullish sign. People say if there is a big seller, if there is a, for example, 100,000 share seller, why the price doesn't drop? You should go short. No, but because if the people who push the price higher, the buyers, you don't see them in level 2. They are just hitting the order quickly and pushing the price higher. So if you look at the time and sells and into the configuration, you can actually see how the trades are happening. The people who are aggressive and they want to push the price higher, they are hitting the ask and above the ask, and they push the price higher. The people who are desperate, they're dumping their shares on the bid and below the bid to push the price lower. So you don't see them. They're just sending the market or marketable limit orders. The ones that you see are the ones that are confident the price goes into the direction. They're waiting for getting some profit. So that's why when you see a huge ask here, this guy is hopeful, is expecting the price to go higher. Sometimes they even push the price a little bit higher by themselves. So they accumulate the shares, so the traders come in and then they actually dump. They kind of a pump and dump, but on a legal way. So yeah, JD, I mean, that was a really nice job. And the reason that I went short in the first place, just to do a recap, it was a 1 minute opening range breakup. So the stock was rejecting the high of pre-market. So this is high of pre-market at 30.39ish, dropped, and I found a really good risk to reward short. And as you see, it's stock all the way dropping down to 29.22 and 28.99. So these are the levels that we had. Is it going to drop more? Yeah, probably. But again, I don't have much shares left. So that's JD. It's very similar trade happened to Dropbox, but Dropbox was more difficult because of the spread and the way that was trading. You know, it has much less volume. So it dropped. I you know, on this pullback, I went short on 1 minute chart for opening range breakdown. It did drop from 23.87, dropped all the way up to 23.50, and then I covered some on the last piece here. I got 3,000 shares here, and the last piece I got at the break even. If I were holding it all the way down here, so it would have been a much nicer trade. I was thinking of Z for a short, but again, Z, yeah, I just you know, I wasn't really paying much attention to Z. Otherwise, that would have been a really nice short. And as you see, oh, beautiful. Yeah, maybe I should have instead of doing this educational thing, maybe I should have gone trading. So that's it for me. JD, what's gonna happen with JD is I think yeah, I think JD is done. So I'm actually covering all of my position on JD. So I'm all out on JD. So that's it for me trading and recap. But let's see. All right, guys. So I'll just post this in Education Center for you to see exactly the power of level 2.